Alexa, let's play Jeopardy!
This is Jeopardy!
Alexa, play Weird Al. Alexa, open up a portal to the demon realm. Alexa, turn on lamp. Alexa, turn on studio lights. Alexa, start the video showing people Skilexa. All right, it's Ray in here, and it's kind of funny creating that video here because in the room we have a couple of Alexas. I don't want to say that too loud because otherwise it turns on and wants me to talk to it. But we use it for everything from in our house, we turn on our lights. So literally in the middle of the night, I can say, Alexa, turn on kitchen, and the kitchen lights will come on, or turn on desk, or turn on lamp, depending upon the room and the location. And I love it. It's a fantastic thing to have. And I also do things like play Jeopardy, like we saw in the video. I actually do that all the time. I use a lot of the skills on my Alexa. So the fact that we can now start to really use this with our businesses is really exciting. This is like getting in on the internet when the internet first appeared, or getting in on television when television first started appearing in houses. This is something that has gotten into houses faster than TV ever did, faster than the internet ever did, and we've literally gone from, this type of a thing not existing to being in all sorts of homes. I've got a couple of them here in the office. I've got an Echo Show at my house. I've got a second Echo Show in my mother-in-law's part of the house. We've got the big old Echo, the original one, upstairs and one downstairs. And then we've got a Dot in my daughter's room and in my son's room. So all of those are in our one house. We can chat back and forth. But the exciting thing here is, imagine if you're a local plumber or you're a local restaurant or whatever business you have, you can start creating these skills that are going to allow people to get to know you, to learn more about you, and then, of course, to hire you. And if you're into other types of businesses that aren't local, for instance, you sell products or services or trainings, well, you've got an opportunity to really use Alexa. Oh, I said it out loud. Uh-oh, hope she didn't hear me. You've got the real opportunity to use these Alexa apps that they call skills for getting new business. And I want to show you exactly how this works. So sorry for the long intro here. But we're inside the Skilexa dashboard here, and you can see I've got a new thing that's called a Flash Briefing, and I've got the Ray the Video Guy Flash Briefing in here. So basically what this is going to do is this is going to allow anybody to get my audio tips about video marketing each and every week directly from their Echo Dots or shows or whatever it is they have that they use to contact Alexa. And so you can see here we got the Flash Briefing skills, you've got podcast skills, and you've got custom interaction skills. All of these that can be set up nice and easy. And I recommend, by the way, that you scroll down, watch the official demo where those guys will actually go through in depth on all the different things this can do. I'm learning this right now as well, but it's very, very exciting. And so you can see the Flash Briefing skill. You can also do podcast skills here. So for instance, I already have a podcast. Unfortunately, Steve does all the technical work, so if I want to set this up on here, I'm going to have to get with him to get the proper RSS feeds, but I'll kind of show you how all this works. And then we've got these custom interaction ones here as well. So for the Flash Briefings, essentially you're just giving a quick tip every day, every hour, every week, whenever you want to do that. And so you come in here and you would hit Create Flash Briefing. And then all you have to do is give the skill a name. So for instance, if we wanted to do a skill on baking different types of cookies, we would come in here and create a skill called, cookie baking. Okay, just like so. And of course, the English. We can choose the frequency. So maybe we're going to do a new recipe every week. We can come in here. We can choose what kind of genre this is. Is it productivity? Is it arts, science, lifestyle, humor, technology, entertainment? And this one here, maybe we'd put other. Okay, and then we got categories down here. We got cooking and recipes. So now we can come in here and we can put cookies and cooking and baking. Okay, and then we can hit next step. Now in here, what we're going to do is we're going to include an image. Now, the image needs to be a PNG, 108 by 108 or bigger. So even though we'd want to have a nice cookie or baking sort of image, I'm just going to put my image in here just so we show you how you do it. So we're going to go with the PNG image. Like I said, it has to be a PNG. Can't be a JPEG in this particular case. And I'm just going to put the same one for both. Okay, now for most people, they're not going to ever see this, but if you're using like the phone app, the Alexa phone app, or you're using the Echo Show to access Alexa, then you know, that's going to show up in there. So you want to make sure that you've got a nice image for that. Now down here it says, do you want Ooh, I almost said her name again. Do you want Alexa to say from and then your skill name, or in and your skill name? So for instance, on my other one, it says from Ray the Video Guy. So this could be, you know, from the Cookie Baking Institute, or it could be in the Cookie Clubhouse, you know, however you want to do it. So I'm going to do from, and whatever, I don't even remember what we called this one, but is the skill directed or does it target children? No, it does not. Does the skill contain advertising? No, not really. Privacy policy. So if you've got a privacy policy, you're going to want to put that in here. I'm just going to put the sample one in here for now. And that will take care of that. And then down here, you're going to give this a description. A weekly cookie baking recipe. Okay, something like that. And then down here, we can say each week we will reveal a new recipe for making amazing cookies. Okay. And by the way, if I do end up making this skill, you probably don't want to follow my recipes for cooking or baking cookies. So just so you're aware of that. So once we have this set up here, what we're going to do now is we're going to hit Save Skill. And in here, we're going to start to create the feed. So the feed for this, we're going to enter a feed title, and I'm going to say cookie baking, boy, I can't type, baking recipes. Okay. The content type can be text or audio. In this case, it's going to be audio. And we're going to put in a link to the audio. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over here to Wasabi, and I'm going to grab the first Ray the Video Guy one here, and I'm just going to copy that. Even though, obviously, we'd want to record a cookie baking recipe audio, we're going to take the audio that I did for the first episode of the RVG skill, and we're going to bring that back in. I'm going to paste that here. Now over here, it says, or my tools. If you've got an Amazon S3 library, an audio library, or a voice recording library that you've already set up, you can pull that up there. But I'm going to put a direct link to the materials here. Read more. Again, I'm just going to use the built-in one here, the little demo one. Okay. And once we're done with that, you see here it says schedule settings, but we don't have to worry about that right now. We're going to hit add. And that's going to create the cookie baking recipes audio type right here. And now we have, if we go back to the dashboard, you'll see that we have a new one called cookie baking. And so all we have to do now is come in here. Now we can go back and we can view that feed. Okay. But all we have to do now is come in here and we can edit, we can delete, we can upload on Amazon. This is the big thing. Now, I'm not going to do this right now because it's fake and we don't want to mess with these guys. But basically what's going to happen is you're going to hit upload to Amazon. It's going to ask you to get into your account. If you don't have a developer account yet, it's going to have you fill in some information. Only takes about 2 minutes to do that. Just fill it in as best you can. And then afterwards, it's going to ask you to send your new skill for review. They're going to review it. And you can see mine right now is in review. And then once it's done, your skill will be live. It's that easy, folks. Now, this is so exciting because if you think about this, imagine a local plumber that's giving tips to the local area. And then when you need a plumber, boom, they're going to be able to access it, it there. And in your skills, you're going to be able to put information about what you do so that people can get back to your website, that people can hire you and call you for whatever it is that you do. So it's a very, very powerful tool. It's like having a website in the more modern audio world where you're searching things by voice. And you'll be able to do that now instead of just having a website sitting out there. And because this is new, you're going to be top of the class, first in line to be able to get into this and start getting things going. And again, you can do this with podcasts. So for instance, the Ray the Video Guy podcast will actually be putting in here. I'll be working with Steve to do that. You can see here's the setup. You're just going to give the podcast a name. You're going to choose the genre just like we did before. I don't know if it'll let me go to step 2 yet, but it did. Okay, so you can put the images just like you did before. All of this is pretty much the same here. And then we get to step 3, and this is where you're going to put your RSS feed and a custom error message if you want to put one in there, just, hey, sorry, this didn't work or what have you. Once I have the feed, I'll be able to do that with the Ray the Video Guy podcast, and then we'll have that in as a skill inside of Alexa. And people will be able to listen to it directly just by asking for the skill. So very, very cool stuff, very easy to use. As I said, be sure to check the actual demo down below where they're really going to go through and show you all the different things that you can do with this. This is just a quick example of how easy it is to get going. I was able to create my skill in just as quick as we did this video. In fact, quicker because I wasn't showing you as I was doing it. It literally took me about 5 minutes to set the entire thing up. And soon we'll have this up and running as a skill on Alexa. So check this out. If you got questions, let me know. I'll answer them as best I can. And if I don't know the answer, well, guess what? I know who does, and we'll be able to pass it along there. But this is something that you'll be able to do to grow your business. This is something you'll be able to use with your clients to get them to grow their businesses. And this is, like I said, getting in on step 1 before websites were a big thing or before TV commercials were a big thing. And you'll be able to be the one that's at the forefront of this if you take action. And this is a great way to do it. Really excited about this. Again, any questions, let me know. Check the bonuses down below, and we'll talk to you guys later.